Well, there's one thing I want to bring up with you, John, which is we haven't gotten there yet in our rewatch, but I remember we had this big discussion with Greg where we were like, okay, we kind of know what's going to kind of drive a wedge between Jim and Pam, this long distance job and this sort of disagreement about whether or not this is a good idea in general, but what's going to bring them back together? And I remember saying, Greg, we have to reveal what is in the teapot note before we end this show. Like, people
so smart. Yeah.
need to know this. But like, how do you do that? Like, how, why? We couldn't figure it out. I was like, please, please, please. And I remember clear as day, John, we were in the break room for some reason, and it was a Monday, and you came in and you were doing your little shoulder shake that you do when you get real excited about an idea.
Still hasn't changed.
And you were like, you guys, I was talking to Emily this weekend. Listen. Okay, what is the one thing that this couple has that, like, you wish you could have as a couple? They have their whole love story on tape. Like, this documentary crew has been documenting this love story. Like, I remember you saying, Jenna, could you imagine if you could go back to that first date with Lee and like someone had taped it and you could watch yourselves on that first date? Wouldn't you just like lose it? And I was like, oh my God, I would lose it. And you're like, what if Jim asked the documentary crew to put together the footage and he shows it to Pam? And I was like, oh my God, I would be a puddle. And then we just all got so excited about this idea.
That sounds like a Blunt idea. That sounds like Blunt genius right there. And I just stole it. That was the thing. You were like, Emily was like, what's the thing that this couple has that no other couple has?
So smart.
Oh my God. It's so smart. It was so smart. By the way, I remember when they were putting that together, I was so excited to see it too, because we didn't know what they were going to put together in that whole situation. Oh God, it was so much. It was so much.